Hello everybody and welcome to the crypto session brief. We're on Friday the 21st of April 2023. BTC continued its 2-day swoon, dropping below that 28k point not too long ago, albeit we have just bounced a little higher. Lower close yesterday on the daily time frame, following on from the previous day as well. So it's been two lower closes in a row. You can see here, then here, both breaking below the previous bar's low. And closing below it, and now threatening again to break and close below. Well, we've already broken, but potentially another close below would see us pushing down towards the 27. Remember, I talked about how important 29,230 was. Well, I mentioned it when we were coming through there, and then I mentioned it as support. We initially saw a bounce, but then pierced it. Not yesterday, the day before, with the close below, and I suggested, okay, well, can we get back above here? The answer was no. We rejected, as you can see, just below there, and ended up pushing lower again. So US crypto regulatory wars have been really weighing heavily on BTC. A lot of stuff going on in Washington this week, suggesting that Asia and other jurisdictions will continue to gain market share from the US. Coinbase's decision as well to get licensed in Bermuda to launch an exchange as early as next week shows that US digital asset companies are now voting with their feet. So this week we've had both price and regulatory volatility, with only one clear loser potentially, which is the US economy. So BTC is now down around 10% from last week's high, and it just seems that a little bit of fear and basically have faded them entire gains. So we're back trading as we were in that range between sort of 29,230 and 27. So we are literally right smack back in the middle of there now. Ethereum as well, also well off its highs and now trading back to where it was before the Shanghai upgrade. That took us above the 2100 mark. We're now back to where we were, so complete fade of that move. And Ripple as well, as you can see, has also been getting hurt and not surviving. Usually Ripple holds up, well, it's usually uncorrelated, I should say, to the moves in other cryptos, but it hasn't been in these past 2 days at least. It's been just a crypto wipeout across the board, really. Equity markets also fell. Not severely. We saw the Nasdaq and the S&P both with a strong tech component of around 0.8%, 0.6% yesterday. Gold hovering just above 2,000, basically suggesting that appetite for value in good times and bad remains strong. Despite some encouraging first quarter earnings from a number of major banks, investors just continue to be watchful given the decline of a number of important economic indicators that are suggesting recessions could be around the corner. And we had, of course, the grim UK inflation data this week as well, which kind of sparked the initial moves lower. So that's basically where we're at from a macro perspective, price perspective. We've just discussed BTC, we've just discussed Ethereum. I'd be arguing that 1850 now to the downside on Ethereum looks quite key. Ripple not able to hold above 50 cents, so now trading back towards the 0.4445 handle. And finally, Litecoin has found some support at 88. This was the initial target. If you've been watching my briefs, I said, could we see a move all the way down to 88? That's where we are. We're seeing a little bit of volatility over the past not just 24 hours, and even once we've found that support, you're seeing some larger ranges than what we were seeing, in these areas. So volatility certainly here. Is it here to stay? Well, it could well be. I mean, usually when you see a big bout of downside volatility on BTC, it takes a little while to stabilize. So that could mean trading ranges between 91.60 and 88 on Litecoin. It could mean a trading range between 2.9, 2.30 and 27 on BTC, and on Ethereum as well, albeit you're not seeing as much volatility on the ranges, on the intraday ranges as much as in Litecoin. So yeah, I think that pretty much sets the scene of where we're at for today. If there's anything else, I'll keep you updated inside the chat room. That's all from my end. I'll see you all. Bye for now.